What's up, guys? It's Solo back in a video, and season 7 is finally here, and you guys know that means we have new drill moves in the game. And lucky for you guys, I tested all of them out already. I got the best drill moves for all heights, builds, players, people of all kind. Whatever you are, we got you in this video. Also, right now I'm on next gen. You guys can see I'm in the city. I mean, I'm in some weird alleyway, but you could tell I'm in the city, not on the GoPro. The gameplay is the same whether you're playing on the boat or you're playing in the city, so drill moves work for both games. Don't worry. Also, once I'm done showing you guys the new best drill moves, I will do a quick dribble tutorial at the end of the video. So watch the whole video through if you guys are trying to become the best player, the best dribbler possible. I'm going to be dropping tips all throughout the video. And as you guys can see right here, I am already level 14. So I've actually played a decent amount already in season 7. And if I go here to the season prizes, go all the way to the end, let me know. Rate this season 1 to 10 in the comment section. We got NBA team mascots back in the game. We do this every season when I drop this drill moves video. Let me know in the comments 1 to 10. Is this a W? We also have the throwback affiliation mascots at level 30. But my personal take on this, NBA mascots are cool. I won't really complain. But what I will say is they were way cooler. They had a lot more value when we had rookie to legend and you had to grind months for it. Now you can just grind a couple days, maybe a few weeks, and you get NBA mascots. I feel like that kind of ruins the value of them. If you guys are new, make sure to press the red subscribe button and comment. When did you subscribe to me? Was it this video? Was it a year ago? Was it 2 years ago? Let me know. I'm gonna go through and heart every single comment. Without further ado, let's get into it. The NBA playoffs have been crazy. Jimmy Butler's on a mission, up 2-0 on the Celtics in Boston. The Nuggets with Jokic and Jamal Murray have looked unstoppable. And for every NBA playoff game, I've been on Underdog making these picks. You guys see higher or lower. Basically, if you guys watch a lot of basketball, all it is picking higher or lower on your favorite players' player stats. So you guys see Underdog will set a line, say for LeBron James at 25.5 points, and all you have to do is pick higher or lower. For example, AD, that's kind of an easy one. He either scores 40 or he scores 15. So you just got to figure out the pattern. Like, let me go to his game log real quick. Look at this. So last game he had 18. The game before that he had 40. The game before that he had 17. So he's due. He's about to go for like, who knows, 50. So I'll take the higher on that one. And if you make 5 correct picks on a single pick 'em, just like I have right here, you'll 20 extra money. So if you put $10 on it, you'll win 200. A tip I will give to you guys if you're a beginner, you know, a lot of people want to go for it all. They want to make 5-man pick-ems, but if you really want to cash out, go for these little 3-man pick-ems. There's just a higher probability that they're going to hit. It's a lot more likely. And if you use my code SOLO when you're first signing up, your first deposit will be doubled up to $200. There's going to be a link in the description. Click it if you want to sign up. Of course, you got to be 18 plus, and it is available in most states, but some it is not. Without further ado, let's jump into the dribble moves. Season 7, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking a little bit better than some of these other seasons. If you were to stack it up against the other seasons, I think it's up there as one of the best. But real quick, before I show you guys the drill moves, let me show you my controller settings and let me show you my badges, some stuff like that I already know some people are gonna ask about. A lot of the stuff at the top is for shooting. If I'm on a shorter build, I'll put this on late. If I'm on a taller build, I'll put this on early. But for dribbling, we're looking at the pro stick function, pro stick orientation. You want to have this on default and then have orientation on absolute. And I'll scroll through this in case you guys want to copy any of this down. It's a little laggy for some reason, but yeah, here it is. And here are my playmaking badges. This is my 6'9" build. Killer combos is overrated. Don't use it. And also sometimes I'll take off vice grip and I'll put on Bala. It just kind of depends on how I feel like playing. If you're a very short build like 6'4" or under, then I recommend you use mismatch expert. Ankle breaker is not needed, but I have it just because I have a few extra badges. Clamp breaker, handles for days, unpluckable, and quick first step are necessities for any dribbling builds. Okay, now we got the part of the video that I know a lot of you guys clicked on this video for. We got the best dribble moves in the game. Something people say in all these videos is, oh, you talk too much to show us the dribble moves. Bro, I'm making a whole video about the dribble moves. I'm gonna tell you about each one and why I use them. I'm not just gonna be like, well, here it is. That would be like a 10-second video. And I know some of you guys want that, but I mean, what is that, a YouTube short at that point? Like, that's crazy. But look, I'm not gonna lie, season 7 actually gave us some good dribble moves and we're about to get into it. No, these are not the SIGs. So if you just paused it and are trying to copy these down, no, these are just the normal default SIGs, obviously. But let's get into it. And just so you guys know, some of you guys are gonna be on shorter builds. Some of you are 6'3", some of you guys are gonna be 6'9". I will mention drill moves for your build. All builds cannot get the same drill moves, so you got to know that some of these are going to be restricted depending on your build. The requirements are in the bottom left hand corner, so depending on your ball handle, depending on your height, you're not going to be able to get every dribble move. You guys can see in season 7 we got the new John Stockton dribble style. The requirements for this are speed with ball with 75 plus, and you have to be under 6'5". So short builds can use this, but I tested it out and to me it's a little bit slow. I think some guards guards might like it because I feel like this was a popular one last year maybe, or it might have been 21. I think it was 22 though. Some guards might like it, so I mean you could test it out, but personally it's just a little slow, and I like Michael Jordan dribble style. You can get this on pretty much any build. Height under 6'10", so most dribbling builds will be under 6'10". Speed of the ball is only a 75, so again, most builds have that. Michael Jordan's been the go-to for me pretty much all year, so yeah, we're gonna keep that on. Next up, we got one of the most important moves in the entire game. We got the signature size up. You do not want to mess this up if you are a new player. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to throw on Mike Bibby or even the new one, Mate Cazorla. Who is that? I'm not even trying to be weird. Like, I'm actually not trying to be weird. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Matey, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're a great person, but the sig size up that you have in the game is not good. It's not good at all. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. This shit is ass. One, who is Mate Cazorla? Why is this in the game? Again, respect to Mate. I don't even know if I'm saying the name right. I'm sorry again. This is bad, honestly. We should probably just go to the next dribble move. But yeah, I tested it. It's not really a good dribble move. I'm not gonna be using this. Also, the requirement for it in the bottom left-hand corner is a ball handle of 60 plus. Bro, that's crazy. First off, I mean, why is there even a requirement on it in the first place? 60 plus. Next up, we got the Donovan Mitchell signature size up in 2K. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm pretty sure last year this one was pretty good. Honestly, I feel like they already had this in the game, but I guess they didn't. I guess they never added it. Last year, this was a pretty good sig size up if I do remember correctly. And after testing it, this is a smooth, fast signature size up, and it has a very glitchy standing behind the back. Like if you watch the player on the right, he does it a few times, but with the way that I dribble, the way that I combo up, and I'll show you again, dribble tour at the end of the video, I'll get into that. It's just glitchy. Like it just looks way glitchier when I'm using Donovan Mitchell. So on my taller builds, I will be using Donovan Mitchell signature size up, which is actually a crazy change because all year I'll be using Tracy McGrady, which is the one right above it. And maybe I end up going back to team app, but Donovan Mitchell, I'm gonna be using this for at least a little bit because it's pretty glitchy. It's pretty smooth. I'm gonna test it out. It looks pretty good, bro. If you're on a build that is like 6'4" or below, I wouldn't recommend it. There is a better signature size up, which I'm about to get into. But for those taller builds, you know, 6'5" and up, Donovan Mitchell, it's one that you should definitely consider trying. The next one that they add in the game is the John Wall signature size. The requirements are in the bottom left corner if you guys wanted to see them. And let's just cut to the chase. This one is not good. I just thought it was pretty slow. The left right, of course, people are gonna be like, oh, why are you worrying about the left right? But let's be honest, if you're a small guard, that's what it is. You got to do a crossover, run to the left, cross run to the right. You want to get past your guy, and when you do a crossover and try to run out of it with the John Wall sig size up, it's not fast at all. It's not good. So it's not even really a sig size up to consider, to be honest. The sig size up that I use on my shorter guards, you know, the 6'2" guard, 6'4", maybe even if you got a 5'10" or something like that, that is going to be Steve Francis. You get the quickest speed boost, the quickest run out animation out of the crossover, and that is the reason why I use it. You got to dribble fast. You got to be fast on your small guard builds. Steve Francis is going to allow you to do that. So to recap this, Steve Francis for small guards, and for taller guards, 6'5" and up, I'm going to be trying out the Donovan Mitchell signature size up. Next up, we got the size up escape package in 2K. Thank you. Once again, we got the new Kemba Walker season 7 release. The requirements are in the bottom left corner. You need an 86 plus ball handle. So to be honest, a lot of people won't be able to get this one because 86 is kind of high. I mean, if you are a dribbling build, then you could probably get that, but 86, not everyone could get that. And I tested it. This size up escape package surprised me, bro, because there's already a lot of good ones. You got Steph Curry's in the game. That's a good one. KD is a good size up escape. LeBron's not terrible. Lillard isn't terrible. Trae Young is a really good one. And John Wall's another one that I like a lot. So I wasn't expecting much, but this Kemba size up escape is fast and it has a very quick hop back. Like watch my player dribbling on the right. He might do it. The step back, like when you're just standing still and you do a step back, I'm waiting for him to do it. Like that actually looks slow right there. But when I dribble in the end of the video with the dribble tutorial, I'll show you. Bro, it's a quick hop back, and I noticed it's actually pretty smooth. So I'm going to be testing out the Kemba Walker size up escape package on my taller builds. So if you're 6'5" and up, I recommend trying this at the minimum. It's pretty good. Now, John Wall is the one that I use mainly, so you could use that if you don't find the Kemba one good. I like the John Wall one a lot. That's just how I dribble though. And again, those are mainly for taller builds. Also, Kevin Durant is another good one for taller builds. Now, if you're a shorter guard, 6'4" or under, mainly Stephen Curry size up escape. It'll give you the Curry slot. I know a lot of players like that. I tend to use it just because it's fun. I don't know if it's deemed the best size up escape, you know, if you're trying to be the most comp, but it's pretty fun. So I'll use the Steph Curry on my small guards, or if you want to actually be comp, you know what I'm saying, you don't care about having fun or dribbling, you know, too crazy, but you just want to get open, you just want to end games, John Wall size up escape. This is one of the best in the game, so I can recommend that one. And I know a lot of people like the Trae Young one. I never really liked it enough to make builds with crazy high ball handles because you need a 92 plus, and that's really one of the only reasons to go that high on your ball handle is to get this size of escape. But if your ball handle is mad high, you could try the Trae Young one because I know a lot of people like it. So to recap, for me personally, I'm going Kemba Walker on taller builds, and on the shorter guards, I'm going Steph Curry. Next up, we have the moving crossovers. They added a Allen Iverson moving crossover. Let's be honest, he's got one of, if not the most iconic crossovers in NBA history. I'm sure you guys remember when AI crossed up MJ and then hit the midi. It's just an iconic play. I mean, everyone knows about AI's crossover. But to me, crossovers aren't too important, except there's one that I like for a specific reason, which is James Harden. And again, this is for taller builds. I mainly play on taller builds. The AI moving crossover when you're running down the court is solid, but a lot of the crossovers are good when you're running full speed down the court and you do a crossover. But I don't do that a lot. To be like, who really spams crossovers like that? Like, it's not that important of a move. The one that I care about is the standstill crossover, which I'll show you how to do later. It's just the way I dribble, bro. It's just the way I dribble, the way that I combo up. This is an important one to me. And so on all builds, 80 plus ball handle, height under 6'10", so pretty much every build can get it. I am going to continue using the James Harden moving crossover. It's just how I like dribbling, and I'll show you how to really utilize it to the best of your ability at the end of the video in the dribble tutorial. If your ball handle is too low to get the Harden crossover, then you could just pick any of the other ones because, to be honest, they don't really matter that much. For moving behind the backs, they added no new moving behind the backs in season 7, so I don't know if they got lazy or I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. Some seasons they just don't drop dribble moves for certain sections, and the behind the backs got nothing. For shorter guards or just pretty much any build that can get it, I'll use the Steph Curry move behind the back. I think it's the best in the game, but you know, 92 plus ball handle, so a lot of builds can't get that. And on all the other builds, I'm using the Zach LaVine move behind the back. There are no new moving spins in season 7, and on all my builds, I use the basic moving spin. It's been the best spin back, the best moving spin in the game since 2K19. Don't really question it. Just trust me on this one, put it on. For moving hesitations, we got a new one, Scottie Pippen. Let's be honest with ourselves here. Who in the first place even does hesitate, like moving hesitations, and like they're not effective, you know what I'm saying? And two, why would you put on a Scottie Pippen dribble move? He was not a dribbler, and why would I want his hesitation? So that's just off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Without even testing the dribble move, that's the thought process. But then once I did test it, it wasn't anything special. It was just kind of mid. So I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't do hesitations anyways. You guys see I only have 3 ball on this build. I'm gonna continue using normal because, like I said, I don't do them. And if you do them, well, that sounded weird, but if you do them, maybe you should consider stopping because they're really not that effective of a move. For moving step backs, we got the Kyrie Irving step back. This is the iconic 2K17 step back, the long step back that we used to have in 2K17. It's going to show on the screen right there. That is the step back that my player just did. I'm not going to lie, it's fun. It's a little nostalgic if you used to play 2K17 and you know what I'm talking about. Really not that good. Like it's solid, but compared to the Luka Doncic step back, it's not really comparable. Like, you just got to use the Luka step back. So yeah, you can use the Kyrie if you want for a little bit, but it's not really a serious step back. If you want to really be the most competitive, you know, the best, put on Luka Doncic. Now that you got the dribble moves, that's only part of the process. We're going to go into the Gatorade training facility, and if I pull out the map, you guys are on next gen, this is where you want to go. Right here, the Gatorade gym is right there on the map. And then bang, you walk in here. By the way, if you guys are on current gen, you're on the GOAT boat, go to an elevator, find an elevator on the ship, and then go to your my court. That's where you can practice dribbling. But if you're on next gen, go to this back door, go to the rental courts, reserve a private court. And then once you're upstairs, you'll find a court with your name on it. You just want to walk in there, press LB, the left bumper, and then take out your ball, and bang, you could begin practicing, begin dribbling. Okay, so I was talking earlier about the moving crossover. I like James Harden on all my builds, and what that looks like is this move right there. Now, as it's by itself, it doesn't look crazy, but it's the way that I like to start a lot of combos. So if you guys ever watch me, you might see me do a move like that, or you might see me do a move like that. All of these combos are started by me doing this moving crossover, which is the James Harden. And how you do that is you just hold the sprint button, the right trigger, and you just flick up on the right stick. It's really simple. So I'll do that to start my combos. And then how to do this little pull down, I hold the sprint button, but I don't think you have to. It's right stick up, left stick down at the same exact time. So I'll do the James Harden standing still crossover, and then I'll do the pullback right after. That's like just a little way to start up a combo. Or this one is the misdirection behind the back. So I'll do this, and then I'll just run out of it like this, usually get a 3. The misdirection behind the back's a little more complicated. I'll put a link to my advanced dribble tutorial in the description of this video because, you know, this is more of a simple dribble tutorial. I'm just trying to give you guys some basic moves here. But look, so we put on the Donovan Mitchell size up, and the move that I like a lot is that one right there. You see how crazy that little stand still behind the back is? And again, all I'm doing is a simple flick of my stick. With the right stick, you're gonna go bottom left, diagonally down left, or diagonally down right. So it's not straight down. If you go straight down, you get the hop back like this, which is, again, this is the Kemba Walker step back from the Size Up Escape package that I was talking about earlier. I kind of like this. So don't go straight down, but go a little bit to the right and down. Bang, you'll get that. And so, like I said, it looks glitchy when I'm comboing up and I'm just throwing that in. So that's why I kind of went with the change of dribble moves. Not sure if I'll keep the Kemba Walker size up, because this is what it looks like. You get the hop back with that package. You get the misdirection behind the back, which is another reason why I really like the John Wall misdirection behind the back, or excuse me, the John Wall Size Up Escape package, because you get a good misdirection behind the back out of it. And I do those a lot. And right now I'm on my 6'9" build, in case you guys are wondering. But yeah, I think with these new SIGs, you can get pretty glitchy. Like, I don't know. It looks pretty fun. Like it looks different. You know, usually I used to dribble pretty cleanly, if that's like one way you could put it. But now with this Donovan Mitchell size up, just throwing this in, it just makes it look a lot more crazier. Like, hold on, let me try and cook real quick. Like look, if I do the misdirection behind the back, which again is a pretty complex move, but look, if I do that and then bang the Donovan Mitchell right out of it, I mean, if I'm doing it just standstill, it doesn't look that crazy. But like if I'm comboing up and I hit him with that, you know, I kind of messed it up right there. Let me bring it back up top. Let's say I do the James Harden into the pullback misdirection and then behind the back. Like that kind of is a pretty glitchy combo. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the new SIGs. I think with the new season 7 additions, my signature size up package, or whatever you want to call it, my drill moves got a lot glitchier. I'll take it, bro. Thank you, Mike Wang, for adding some glitchy drill moves into the game. Finally, if you guys have any questions, I'll answer them. Comment them down below.